Hello, friends, and welcome to vlog number 3 for Victober. It is Tuesday evening, hence the jammies, because I just basically didn't pick up the camera on Monday. I finished editing and posting my last week's vlog, and to me that was enough. But and basically, like, I've just been reading the same things that I've been reading. I have been reading Mary Barton. I have been reading A Woman in White by Wilkie Collins. I have been reading Two on a Tower and Shirley, and there's another one. What am I thinking of? I don't know, but those are like the 4 main ones. However, I think I have made the executive decision to temporarily, just temporarily, DNF Shirley until I get some other books read that are grabbing my attention more, because I'm realizing that a lot of people are saying with Shirley that it is a very, very slow start. And I don't know if it gets more interesting, but I basically just decided that, it needs like its own focused attention. I can't be reading it while I am also reading like 3 other books, because it's just one that I haven't gotten into, like it's not grabbing my attention. So I feel like I just need to put it down and then devote time to it. I might even have to go and start it over again, because I could not tell you anything that has happened, and I am like 6 chapters in. So if anything's happened, I can only recall a couple of characters' names, none of which are Shirley so far. So I'm just kind of like, I want to read it because I want to read all of the Brontes. And I love Jane Eyre, so I feel like, I should read Shirley. But I just am not feeling it right now, and I just need to put it down for a little bit. But my plan is still to get it read before the end of October. Sorry, I needed a little something to drink. Just because I was getting to the point where I was just going to start coughing. That's how life goes for me. But anyway, the thing that I have really been enjoying is Mary Barton by Elizabeth Gaskell. It is so depressing so far. And I think that we are like halfway through, and it's so depressing. Like, very few good things are happening to anybody. And I realized that she wrote this after the death of a baby, of one of her babies. So I get that she would be really depressed. But holy crap, I need some happiness in this book. But it is also just brilliant. There was a time, and I don't know if I had just set it down for a while I was waiting for my buddy readers to catch up to me, that I just kind of forgot what was happening. But this really pivotal part happened, and I was just like, my mind was blown. I was like, what? What? That, I never expected that to happen. I was shocked. So, and it's just getting more intense from there. So, yes, and I need good things to happen soon, or I'm just going to be shattered. So then another thing that I'm really enjoying is A Woman in White by Wilkie Collins. And I'm buddy reading that with Sarah from A Bookish Knitter. And we haven't really talked about it too much. I feel like we need to do more talking about it. But we both have agreed that I can't remember if it's Lady Halcombe or Mrs. Halcombe. I think it's just a Mrs. Halcombe because she's like the nursemaid for the main character. I'm not really sure. I can't remember what her connection to her is. But anyway, she is a fantastic character. More people need to be talking about her when they talk about favorite Victorian characters, women characters, because she is a feisty lady who doesn't take any man's crap, and I love her. So I am really enjoying this. Now, it is a like a mystery. Wilkie Collins writes mysteries mainly, seems like anyway, from the few things that I've read by him. And it's like spooky. So I have to read it like while I'm at work before it gets dark. I can't read it at my house by myself. So, but I actually did listen to it tonight at home. I probably shouldn't have done that. So now I'm watching some booktube to like, you know, flush that out of my system so that I can actually sleep tonight. um, but yeah, so and the other thing that I'm reading, I just remembered. We just started My Cousin Rachel by Daphne du Maurier for the Fall Into Reading Challenge that I am co-hosting with Tia from Tia and All the Books, Angie from Literary Labors, and Kelly from Cozy Reader. Kelly, I feel like I am a bad co-host, honestly, but I am really enjoying. I have really enjoyed so far the two group reads that we have done, and I honestly didn't really. I shouldn't say that I didn't expect to enjoy them, but I didn't expect to enjoy them as much as I did. We read Kindred last month, which I had been wanting to read by Octavia Butler, but I wasn't anticipating enjoying it as much as I did, and then I was a little afraid of My Cousin Rachel because number one, it's supposed to be like really pretty spooky, and that's really not my jam, and also, I had read Rebecca a long time ago, like way before I started BookTube. I think I read it in college for a class, actually. And I remember not really liking it. And maybe it was just the spooky gothic vibes, because at the time, well, and even today, that's just not really my thing. But I feel like I'm a little bit more able to handle it now. But back in my college days, I was really pretty like a scaredy cat. I still kind of am, but you know. So I was like, nah, I don't really know that I'm gonna like this much. So far, I really, really enjoy it. I haven't been keeping up with our Instagram chat as well as I should be. I've been perpetually behind, but I'm finally caught up. I listened to it all day at work today, and I got caught up. So, and I will say, and this has been a very long clip, so I'm sorry, but I will say that this month, doing almost, I'd say exclusively audiobooks at this point, now that I've finished Grania and Strongman and the Mermaid, I've been doing all audiobooks, and it has helped my stress tremendously because I have like a ton of crafting I want to do, and that uses your hands, and I can't physically read and knit or cross stitch or paint because I need to be doing more of that because I feel like I'm failing my friend Marcia in my painting, and we were supposed to do a special project together like 2 months ago, and I haven't done it. Hopefully in November we'll get that up. I'm a horrible person. But anyway, September was really stressful for me because I was reading physically a lot of books and also trying to craft. And I need to do either one or the other. If I'm going to craft, I need to listen to audiobooks. And if I'm not going to craft, then I can physically read. That's no problem. But, oh, goodness. So, anyway, that is just tremendously helped my stress this month to listen to audiobooks because I can do that at work, no problem. Sometimes, it's hectic and I can't do it as much, but anyway. So last thing you might have seen, hopefully I put a little clip of it in there, that I got out my fountain pen and I am writing some letters to some people. I have a couple of pen pals that I have acquired over quarantine basically. And my one friend who literally lives like 5 minutes away from me, and I actually see her, semi regularly. We we have been pen pals, but she's been so much better at it than me. She sends me letters and little cards and stuff like all the time, and I'm a horrible person and never send her anything. So I did that tonight, and I sent another letter to a friend that I haven't seen in years and I don't really talk to frequently. And she sent me a letter probably at the beginning of quarantine. Again, I'm a horrible person. And I just now got back to her. And then I have another pen pal. That's the word. And, but she is also a booktuber, and we also Vox fairly regularly. So I feel like that hurts my ability or my motivation to write letters. But then I don't want these people to stop messaging me just so that I can write them letters. So I just don't know. But anyway, this has been a super long clip. So I will get back to you at some point whenever I've actually done something worth talking about. So it might not be tomorrow, might not be Thursday. We'll see. Hello, friends. It is Thursday night, and apparently you're just going to get my very casual self this week. I'm not in my PJs yet, so there's that, but I'm pretty close to it. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. I feel like just being cozy, probably because it's starting to get colder here. It was actually in the 70s earlier in the week, but now it's starting to get colder, and there was actually a freeze warning that popped up on my phone today. So that might be it for any of my flowers that I still have outside. We'll see. But anyway, I digress. I'm going to just give you a quick update. I actually finished my second book of Victober today. I finished Two on a Tower by Thomas Hardy, and I was listening to it on audiobook because that was what we were reading for the Stitch and Listen. But it was like a pretty short book, like I think like a 10-hour audiobook, and I would listen to it while I was stitching, like I followed the rules because I am a rule follower, and but I only had like 2 hours left, and I listened to it on like 1.8 speed. So I only had 2 hours left on it today. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to listen to it during work and get it done. Because I have other things, like most of my reading is on audiobook this month. So I definitely can still stitch and listen, just a different book. So, but anyway, I don't know how to feel about Two on a Tower. It is my third Hardy at this point. I've read Far from the Madding Crowd and The Mayor of Casterbridge prior to this. So this is my third one. And I definitely would say that it is my least favorite of the three. It was, like I said, it was short. And the beginning of it really didn't catch my attention very well. It had... I don't know. I didn't think that I knew where it was going for a while. It seemed like maybe there was going to be some infidelity, which was not the case. But So I was a little bit leery at first because I don't like infidelity as a plot. Um, so I was like, oh no. So I think that just was tentative, but then that worked itself out. And probably about halfway through, it got better, and it just seemed more like a kind of a star-crossed lovers kind of a thing. And it definitely was. And I was like really into it, and I thought, oh, good, this is going to be. And then the ending just ruined it for me, really. So I don't know. I gave it like a 3, I guess. Um, yeah, maybe more like a 2.5 to a 3. It was definitely not my favorite. I'm glad it was short, and I'm glad to be done with it. So, so not particularly my favorite Hardy, definitely not. But it wasn't as tragic as some of them. I mean, let's be honest, Hardy's going to be tragic no matter what, but it wasn't as tragic as some of them I've heard about. I haven't actually read any that I feel like were crazy tragic. I don't know. Like, Far from the Madding Crowd isn't like real tragic. And I don't know, Mayor of Casterbridge, it wasn't too bad. I don't know. I can't really remember. Anyway, it's neither here nor there. That was last Victober. This is this Victober. Two on a Tower was kind of a dud for me, so I'm kind of glad to be done with it. However, a non-Victober read, but also one that is kind of, it has the gothic Victorian vibes to it that I've been reading, is My Cousin Rachel by Daphne du Maurier. And I'm reading this for the group read with the Fall Into Reading Challenge, and it's awesome. I love it. It's really creepy, really intense. You don't know what to think about anybody, and you don't really like anybody. You don't trust anybody. And the main character, who is not my cousin Rachel, I mean, she is one of the main characters, but the other main character is a total dope, and I cannot stand him. But that also makes me like the story because he's just like infuriatingly stupid. But anyway, okay, so that's really all I have as far as a report today. I also read my sections of A Woman in White, but I don't really have anything further to report on that because I only read like 2 chapters a day of that. So, but I am really enjoying that as well. So tonight, I am going to try to get 10,000 steps in. I have been doing like 2 walks a day on my lunch break and then after work, but it is raining today, so I could not go on my second walk, so I'm not at my 10,000 steps yet. And I have started doing that bribery thing that a couple of other people on BookTube have been doing, where we give ourselves $1 for, certain exercise goals, and I am giving myself $1 for every day that I reach 10,000 steps. So I've got about 8,000 right now, but I'm stuck in my house. So I'm doing laundry so that I have to at least walk up and down my stairs. So, my goodness, I have a goal to lose a certain amount of weight by the end of the year. We'll see if that happens. Because quarantine, people, that happened, quarantine 15 happened, and it's still there. Yay. All right, friends. Well, I've talked a lot again, so I am going to go. I'll talk to you later. Hello, friends. It is actually now Monday, October 19th. I forgot to update the vlog yesterday, so this vlog is going to go up a little bit later than it was supposed to, but That's fine. I mean, you guys don't care, right? Everybody puts up vlogs on Monday. So, one, I mean, it'll come up on Monday, but it might be a little later. So, anyway, let me let you know what I ended up finishing in the latter half of last week. So, in non-Victober news, finished My Cousin Rachel by Daphne du Maurier. That was the group read for the Fall Into Reading Challenge. I really enjoyed this book. I gave it 5 stars. At first, I was not really sure how I felt about the ending, but because of the group discussion, which was really, really good and insightful, I decided upon reflection that I thought it was a good ending. So yeah, 5 stars on that. And also, for the Bitter Single Ladies Read Romance book club that I started with my friend Angie from Literary Labors, we read Lost Letter, a Victorian Romance by Mimi Matthews, and had our live discussion last night. And it was really fun. I feel like it was more of a therapy session for Angie and me. More than a book discussion, because I need to change. I forgot my tripod today. But the book itself was a novella, so it wasn't a very long discussion about the book, and then we just kind of talked about what our favorite romance tropes are and how that kind of related to our life experience. And being that Angie and I are both single, it kind of turned into what has gone wrong in our relationships. So that was fun. So that is up on Angie's channel if you want to go watch that and laugh at us. But anyway, that was really all that I finished in the latter half of the week. Sorry this wasn't as Victober-y as my other ones have been. But hopefully in this coming week's vlog, which I will start right after I sign off on this, that it will be a little bit more atmospheric maybe. But anyway, I will talk to you all later, and I hope you have a good week. Bye!